Welcome back. Let's go ahead and continue. I've just cleared out the script. Anyway, as I was stating before about the arithmetic operations, so if you, for example, type in x equals 8 divided by 2, and if you echo out backslash, I don't know, as before, basically, just we'll print out the dollar sign just so you know that it is that we are referring to that particular variable. And if we save this, let's go ahead and run it and see what happens. I mean, it's 8 divided by 2 is 4, right? As far as I remember, anyway, it is. Oh, what? Wait. Why is it 8/2? Why isn't it 4? Well, you can't actually perform these sort of arithmetic operations. You need a let command for this, which we have used before. Basically, let, which I have shown you before. But if we were to actually declare a variable, like this, declare dash I x, and we've basically stated here that x is an integer, so an arithmetic operation can be performed on it. And if we rerun the script, we have x equals 4. So we have managed to actually do that without the let command by just using the declare. So we have declared our variable as an integer. Also, the dash a argument from before that I mentioned, you had read only, meaning that it can't be changed, and you had dash a, meaning that it's an array, so you're declaring an effective array. For example, it would work something like this. It would work in the following manner. Let's go back into the insert mode, and let's state that the x is an array, but an array of what? I don't know, array of something. So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and close it. And then we can safely make some sort of a loop down below. For I, you would usually use I in the loop, as I generally represents an index. So I or index, generally used for loops here for iterations. We'll talk about it later, but nothing special you need to know there. For I in, and what shall the range be? Well, we have 5 numbers, so from 0 to 5. Oh, sorry, 4. So 0. Look, it goes like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many numbers are here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 effective numbers. It doesn't matter that they go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The range is proper. So, do, I don't know, echo a and, sorry, not a, echo x. And here we shall do $sign I. Let's go ahead and close that. And then we shall state that that is equal to $sign, curly brackets, x. No, sorry. Forget about it. We'll just print it out the way it is. And I'm not going to do any fancy shenanigans there. No need. And down below we will do let I plus equal 1. What does this stand for? What have we used this before for? Do you remember? It's I equals I plus 1. So we are simply iterating through these numbers. We're just iterating through them. No big deal. Done. Let me just go ahead and write it just in case you didn't follow through the last tutorials. So I equals I plus 1. Oops. So this is the same as this. Exactly the same. Although there are different ways of writing it that are simpler if we're just using one. But okay, never mind, I can use this one. It's not a big deal, really. So let's go ahead and write this and run the script down below. And look what it says. It says x, the first element of x will be a 0. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. But hey, this is not what we wanted at all. This is not what we've set out to print. Oh, well, let's go ahead and change that. Well, we need to put we need to put a $sign here, and then curly brackets closed. So let's go ahead and run the code now and see what happens. There we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can even change these numbers up here so they don't reflect any numbers between 0 and 4, just to be on the safe side. So we can type in like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. There we go. This is rated. And let's run the code. And there you go. So it goes 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. These are the numbers that will be printed out. So we could have done something fancy here, like equals 2, so that it actually prints out x first element equals to 9, x second element equals to 0, etc. But didn't really feel like putting that in, and I think it's rather obsolete. Now, next up, we have declare a function. So we can actually declare a function, which is quite neat. We can go ahead and delete this. We're not going to need a for loop now. I'll leave the declare and type in -f and I don't know, some function. Some function. That will be the name of our function. So we have declared it here, and now we can actually write it down here. Some function. I will explain functions in far greater detail a bit later on, but for the time being, I just want to show you how this works with declarations. I don't know, echo, hey, are you having a good time? Yes, no, maybe, or you just do not care at all. There we go. So echo, hey, are you having a good time? Yes, no, maybe, or you just don't care at all. Sometimes I feel like that. Anyway, that's it. We're done. We have declared a function here. We have written a function out here. And now we're going to call a function somewhere in the code. So we can just type in some function and just call it. That's it. When we actually deal with the functions, this will be a lot clearer why this is being done this way. I don't want to get into too much of it now. Let's go ahead and run it. There you go. It says, hey, are you having a good time? Yes, no, maybe, or you just do not care at all. I forgot the thought. Who cares? So here's a function. We have declared it here, and we ran it down below. All's well. Next up, there's just one more in the sense of declarations that I would want to actually deal with, and that is the -x, which stands for export. It declares a variable that can be exported outside of the environment of the script, which can be quite in handy, I assure you. Let's go ahead and delete this. Why, oh why did I write a text this long? Completely pointless. So leave declare once again, type in -x, and we shall type in var underline x equals, I don't know, 10, and then we shall type in echo. We can basically just echo the variable out, which is no big deal. Just var underline x, just so you can see that you can declare it in this fashion as well. We won't actually do much with it other than just show it here on the screen. But this is very important. Basically, as I stated before, it is some sort of variable that is exportable outside of the script environment. So we have created it here with declare, like everything else. I just wanted to run this by you. We're not going to go into depth in terms of export right now, maybe later on during the course. But for the time being, I just want to bring it to your attention. And in general, how declare works, how you can use it, where it can be used, and with what can be used, what are the benefits of using it. I will come back in another tutorial, and we will continue onwards with a slightly different subject.